Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today I want to do my first impressions for Callisto Protocol after 4 hours of play. So I've been live streaming this on the PlayStation 5 version, courtesy of Striking Distance providing review code for the PlayStation 5 version. Now, initially when I bought this game on PC, the performance was bad, the stuttering was bad, so I decided to refund that copy. I checked my email and Striking Distance had provided review code for this game. I guess maybe it was like a couple days ago. Maybe it was, I'd have to look, but I didn't know that they had already approved me for review code for this. So that just kind of made things better because I had already started getting negative feelings about this game. People had already started putting out their reviews. It's been kind of like a mixed there's been a mixed reception for this and decidedly so. You know, I mean, if they put out code on the Xbox and the PC and it's not at least in parity with the PlayStation 5, like I can understand why people are upset about that. Like I completely get it. My stance is wait until it's fixed on the Xbox and the PC before you buy this game. Now, the PlayStation 5 version that I've been playing, I'm enjoying my gameplay with this. It feels good. You're basically moving from section to section, dealing with stuff. And I mean, like, I don't know how else that they would need to create this experience for it to be different from that. But I'll tell you what. The combat's challenging but fair. There's if you watch the live streams that I've done, I've gotten to some places where I get taken out over and over and over again until I figure out some sort of new method. And that is cool. That is cool. Like this game, there's not I haven't ran into like any puzzles or any kind of stuff like that. So, I mean, so far it's been like, just going through and dealing with the combat, navigating the area that you're in, kind of taking, there really hasn't been a whole lot of alternate paths, but there has been like there'll be like two different doors and I'll go in one and then I'll look back and I'll go in the other one and it'll take you like in a circle and like help you find like some extra, goodies and stuff like that. There is an upgrade path in this game, which really does help, upgrading certain things. Now, you're going to be in a lot of melee combat throughout the beginning of this game. So I would suggest that you get good at it. Like at least try to figure that out and practice it the most you can because, oh boy, I'm finally to a part where the enemies are starting to like mutate and turn into something, like bigger and stronger and stuff. And I'll tell you what, man, this has been the most frustrating part of the game so far because it's getting decidedly more challenging. Not impossible, but it is definitely getting more challenging. And that's also the fun part. The fun part of this game. I haven't watched anybody else's reviews, but I've seen a lot of negativity about this game. And just in their thumbnails and their things, all I can really say is you're going to need to play this for yourself. Kind of maybe just tune out everybody. If this is a game that you are interested in, pick it up yourself and give it a try. Apparently there has been a new patch for the Xbox. There's been a new patch for the PC. So I'm saying go into it with an open mind because once they gave me review code for it, I was like, let's jump in there. Let's see how bad this game really is, because I'm hearing that that's not been my case. That's not been my case. It hasn't been a bad experience. It's been fun. It's been challenging. It's been, it has been kind of light on the story, but this feels closer to like older survival horror type games. But I will tell you, there are some things in this game that really make it shine. The environment, the ways that you can take out enemies in the environment, That is actually pretty cool. And I think that there was pretty much a really big selling point on this. And the way your protagonist can get killed in this game. I do think that there was a heavy emphasis on that. Visual representation of this game, even on the PlayStation 5 in performance mode. This game looks beautiful. This game looks beautiful. It is really hard to find anything really negative to talk about the visuals, because there isn't. Like, this game looks incredible. This is one of those games that you're like, oh man, it looks really good. So you can kind of maybe look at this as like a really high quality tech demo, but it doesn't feel like that. Like, this game is engaging. Like, once you're in there and you're playing it, it's engaging. So I don't understand how people could be like, oh man, this is a bad game. Like, I don't know if it's a bad game. Like, it doesn't feel like a bad game to me. $70 for it though might be a little bit of an asking price for this game, to be completely honest with you. That might be a bit much, but in spirit of all the quality people, it has beautiful visuals. It has everything that you would want in your like little, oh my gosh, it's quality. Like, it has all of that. Everything is there. It feels pretty high. It feels pretty high quality. Like, it does feel like it's a quality experience. So if this is something that the one thing that I could see possibly being a problem is maybe that early on combat kind of feels a little bit sluggish until you get used to it. So there's a dodge and a block, and once an enemy comes at you, it automatically, you're no longer moving the movement of your character. You're essentially, now you're locked in like this like little animation thing where you can like dodge or move and stuff like that. So holding left or right will dodge. And you just hold it. You just hold it. When the enemy swings, your character will automatically dodge that. So it's kind of like, you'll dodge and then you'll hit, and then you'll hit a couple times, dodge, or you can block. And it's interesting how it feels really super clumsy at first. Like it does. It feels so clumsy and so annoying at first that you'll be like, oh, like you'll be frustrated with that at first, until you figure out that like you can just hold it and it'll auto dodge or whatever. And that might sound like you're cheesing the game, but good luck doing it any other way. I mean, good luck doing it. It's not a cheese thing. It's like kind of like a way to move the action and make it look really freaking cool at the same time. But it does suck if there's multiple enemies. Like, it's frustrating. It is very frustrating when you're having to deal with like multiple enemies at the same time. Like, it can get frustrating if you get in a. So I've been trying to. It's almost like you're almost guaranteed to not survive if you fight more than two at the same time. Like, you're almost guaranteed not to survive. So you got to kind of like use the environment and move around and try to kite them over to a section to where you can just deal with them one-on-one, because once they start mutating, they get a lot harder. They get a lot harder to do it. For me, it was more tense. It was more. It was like, oh my gosh, man, what am I doing? And I'm trying to think on the fly, and you're trying to think on the fly, and you're trying to figure things out. And my gosh, like the feelings that I'm getting while playing this game are like I've never felt this tense playing a Resident Evil game. I've never felt this tense playing a Silent Hill game. I've never felt this tense, I kind of like, I'm not gonna say I get like the tenseness of Dark Souls, because it's not like that tense, but it is pretty tense. Like, you're like, oh boy, man, this is good, this is interesting. And once you like get past that part or figure that out, you're just like, oh my gosh, man, like it's good, man. This game is very, to me, this is an experience that I'm grateful that Striking Distance provided review code, because I would have waited a while before rebuying this game. Honestly, I would have been like, whatever, I'll pick it up on sale for like $20 or whatever. But this game right here, this is the kind of game that you want to buy now. You want to buy now. You want to play it. You want to experience this before everything else. But I mean, you want to play this. You do want to play this. If you're into survival horror games, like this is good. This is good. The new stuff that they've put in there, like, it really does feel good. It really does feel good. If it's fun, it's kind of back to the roots, but at the same time, it's trying new stuff with like environments, and stuff like that. Like, I really like this. I think this is pretty good so far. Now, like I said, I'm 4 hours into it. I was going to keep live streaming, but I'm just going to go ahead and beat this game over the weekend. I'm just going to go ahead and beat it and then do a final review for it, because I'm going to put some time into this, and I'm going to put a little bit of effort into there, kind of get my own thoughts together. Because when I'm live streaming, I'm trying to like see what people are saying, but you know, negative people come to the stream too, and they just say negative things. So I just want to kind of step back and play it and form my own opinion. And like really experience and enjoy this game. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up and let you know that so far, man, if the game keeps playing out the way it does right now, and even get more challenging and stuff, I only think that's a better thing. I only think that's a good thing. I'm pretty happy so far. I'm pretty satisfied. If I wouldn't have refunded it and I was getting the same experience I'm getting right now, I wouldn't be bad. I honestly would not be feeling bad about my purchase whatsoever. Like I wouldn't. Then that's me. You know, you guys come to this channel because you want honesty, because you want somebody that is going to, you know, put their money where their mouth is, so to speak. I can't express how grateful I am for Striking Distance providing this review code, because seriously, man, this is one of those games that I would have passed on and waited for a while after my initial experience on the PC. I would have just waited a while. It seems to be running better on consoles. I've got people from the Xbox that have bought it in the community on Xbox, and they're saying it's just fine. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So it sounds like this is going to be a pretty divisive game in terms of, you know, the hate and fear mongering out there. But I'm telling you right now, if this was something that was on your radar and something that you had the money set aside, had the money to buy and wanted to play it, buy it and play it. Buy it and play it. I think you'll be okay. I think that I honestly think you'll be okay. I do. I think you'll be okay. I'm happy with what I've experienced and what I'm playing. So you can watch them live streams. I put them under a playlist so you can see both of them. And that's like the first 4 hours of the game on medium or on normal difficulty. There's 3 different difficulty. There's minimum security, medium security, and then maximum security. I'm playing it on the medium security. So go ahead and experiment with that. I will try the minimum security as well during this playthrough. I'll switch it over and I'll see how that feels, because right now it feels pretty brutal but fair, but at the same time, like I want it to retain that challengingness. So because I feel like that's adding to the experience. But I know a lot of people out there, they want to get into these games, they want to play these games, but it really is kind of a, it's not necessarily a scary game, if that makes any sense. It's not super scary. Like, I haven't been scared. I've just been like, ooh, it's just been like kind of tense, but that's cool. Like it feels good. And that's part of the experience, part of this atmosphere. So I don't necessarily think it's a scary game. But it is definitely, it is definitely a fun experience that has got me like thinking like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. I'm really enjoying this. So yeah, I think that's how I feel, man. That's honestly how I feel. I'm feeling pretty good about it. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll hurry up and finish it this weekend, and then I'll put out a complete review for this. So enjoy Callisto Protocol if you've already bought it. If you're thinking about getting it, hopefully this helped you make the right decision. If not, I don't go out of your way to spread a whole bunch of extra hate that if you're not going to play the game. Don't say anything negative if you're not going to play the game. So, all right, man, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.